I'm Berny Dohrmann, a little cold in Florida. What is all the fuss in the new year about CEO Space International going into its third decade? Well, I suppose in the 140 countries we serve, for business owners and the heads of companies, it's all about relationship mixing. Building a 10-year network in a week creates, at CEO to CEO level, abilities to make your business have alliance partnerships and raw customer base you can't get staying in your suite. And so investors love it. They find, especially with the new crowdfunding and the areas of just venture investing being such a big profit center, as a wonderful place to come and meet and get to know the presidents of companies and make a better choice than reading business plans till you go blind. And all the lawyers there help you quite a bit. If you could get the mentors of the retired partners of Accenture, Booz Allen, the Arthur Young merger acquisition partners, the really major guns, some of the top Fortune trainers with experience training the largest companies in the world, to volunteer, tithe, and give back, problem solving, so that you pay once and you can come back and use this basket of the best consultants alive for administration, systems, marketing, everything that you need in your business, and all their circles of influence, one-on-one, privately, no pay, no cost. You just have no barriers to what you can do in your business. It keeps you current, I think, in the market we live in. Today, we're in the best year in 5. This is the best in 5 to thrive. And you're momentum building. You're moving now to really harvest the recovery. God, that's the most important thing you can do as a business owner. Getting into CEO Space is an investment that returns a huge profit. If you look at some of the information and films on our site, ceospace.net, you're going to see at ceospace.net short videos in categories. If you're an investor, if you're a larger company, if you're in the mid-range, if you're a development space company, it's all there for you. If you're service-based, if you're a professional wanting ongoing education credits and more customers in a week for your practice than you can get anywhere you ever could choose to go, spend a Tuesday through Saturday with us and let us just rocket hyper growth into your life this year. Let us show you with a money-back guarantee what's possible on making an investment that gives a huge return and is proven over 3 decades. We're the largest entrepreneurial institution in the world, and we're the largest advocacy group in the Beltway. The senators and Congress folks and the regulatory community all know we're active and really representing as a voice your interest in getting these legislative events that make it easier for business to move forward in their agendas. So the team supporting CEO Space has been a delight for me as the founder and chairman to turn it over and watch a legacy group of professionals take it to the next generation, beyond my lifetime, take CEO Space up and help businesses in a way that help just hasn't existed before. All of you are just tired of spending time and money on seminars, workshops, rah, everybody's selling you something. When you come to a place where there's no selling and everybody's helping each other, and it does take a mindset. If you become a member of CEO Space, you have to also decide running businesses and operating them at the top is hard and lonely. And I've run some pretty big companies, publicly traded all over the world. It's hard and lonely. When we get together, peer to peer, and everybody's helping each other, there's no competitive dog-eating fest and white shark feeding frenzy. Everybody's in a cooperative space, and they're all mentoring each other and helping each other with their circles and contacts and their expertise. It just saves time. So in the market of super change, change is happening faster than at any time you've been in business. And that's going to speed up. It isn't going to get better. It's going to get more challenging. So the new strength of the leader of that company, your company, is currency. How do you remain current with the market shifts, whether it's technology, branding, marketing, how to hit channels, how to be more elegant in refining your brand message, be more impactful, how to jack this intellectual property, things you're planning on doing that you'd like a second opinion and you don't have to pay $150,000 to get it. Legal things, protecting IP, doing IP audits, and really diving down with the best IP firms in the world. What's that all worth? And I'm saying take Tuesday through Saturday and remain current. Get current. Currency is the new bar of gold for the CEO and the board space. Your leading managers, I mean, reward them, send them to CEO space, get them current. You'll see production gains, performance gains, decision-making gains. You all need to download every once in a while just to get the currency of what's happening in the markets globally. There isn't a global space that delivers this kind of one-on-one. There are terrific opportunities out there. I don't want to take away from a TED or some of the great opportunities that are doing magic out there with CEOs, but continuity and fusion of skill sets at the CEO board suite, not an introduction, not a tip, not a guidance, but changing you. So I believe as a kind of older CEO that Grandpa here has to constantly remain current. I have to know how to make a YouTube video on my deck by the pool when it's cooling down in Florida in the winter. I need to be able to challenge myself to grow and to make sure when I work with world governments and install entrepreneurial programs to rapidly build entrepreneur base in other countries, developing countries, bring super teaching to schools all over the world. I have to remain current. I have to grow my own skill sets, my language, my efficacy to really have the value base to sit with world leaders and make choices and decisions. I encourage you to get my book, Redemption, The Cooperation Revolution, and become concentric that a pyramid of fear, punishment, exploitation of your people can't build a Zappos or a Google or an Apple or the hyper-growth companies that are leading the way from Pinterest that didn't even exist that are now serving 1 billion people. You've got to get yourself in the mode of your currency. Just looking at the window of all the things going on and saying, I'll take a short term, I'll run my business from CEO space. It's made so busy executives like us can run things from CEO space. And what's different about it is, what is CEO space? It's a lifetime membership. You pay once and you're in the most exclusive owner, CEO, president of the company club on the planet. You come in and mentor others and help them, and they help you. You'll be with your peer most of the time, but you'll help people in development space, and above you will be mentors in the space you admire most that lift you up. And this cross-mentoring works. It's a business building machine. Bring in all the issues, all the problems, all the challenges, so we can go through them, examine them, and really work them out with you, with teams of the best brains that you could ever get. And you don't have to pay for them because you bought them as a bundle. The CEOs have made this place. They love it. They change it. They improve it. It's your space. It's your club. And it's a business building machine that 5 times a year rocks the business forward and jerks it up and keeps getting the shareholder values you're working and striving toward. We help you with merger, acquisition, IPOs, and all the things you want with the largest law firms if you'll let us. And we always help you on value against the market, preserving your value and worth at the highest levels. It's a business building machine. It's a new type of trade show that's no nonsense and gets results right now, doesn't delay them. It forms alliances and new customer base more rapidly than anything you can do in a week. We guarantee performance. If we don't deliver performance, we refund your money before you leave the building. We won't take a CEO's time and take their treasure from them if we're not adding value back to the vault. So this will be really time well spent. You'll be current, you'll be updated, and you'll also be a better leader in your space, and you'll have a new circle that would take 10 to 15 years to develop in a week. That relationship mixer is what CEO Space is world famous for. And the results, bottom line results, biggest brand developments and growth and hyper-growth that exists on the planet. We're hyper-growth specialists. We place you into hyper-growth and keep you there. We're the GPS that's the double line so you don't hit the curb as you're picking up the speed. We avoid lots of problems and cost hemorrhages. We plug the bottom of the bucket where your leaks are and make sure you get to overflow. And we have the best mentor team in the world to help you. Mentors make millions and coaches don't. It's hard for a coach to bring you up. They can't bring themselves up. And coaches come to bring themselves to the multi-million-dollar category. I tell you, when you look at your future, which is the most important thing you have at all, your investment to secure new business should also grow you and grow you substantially. Now your time is really well spent. So if you look at super change and you say this is the market of super change and currency is what I've got to remain on top of, we have a mechanism at CO Space to keep you current on your schedule, not ours. So look at our dates, cospace.international.net, cospace.net. Take a look. Go through a little bit of time online, look at a couple short films, and decide if you wouldn't have a lot of fun. And I tell you one thing, a CO at the top, when the egos are out of the way, they love helping each other. They really do like getting together and helping each other. And this is a safe place to do it. And what I want you to do is have the joy and the thrill and the fun and the excitement of seeing solution dynamics and growth, hyper-growth curves come into the next quarter that I don't think you can do without us. So if we've crossed your path and you've gotten hold of this video, share the link and get other CEOs you know, talk about it at your lunches and your networking. And this CEO Club is just exploding all over the world today. And as we look at the two-year budget and the economics of the whole world looking so good, stocks at record, values coming up, real estate in all commercial and residential rising, growing rapidly, watching the return of the wealth equation, this is when you're going to see massive spending the next couple of years. This is the time you're going to really be able to go and really plan it out now. We've got everything we need. It's really here now. We're out of this recession, and we don't want anybody missing the recovery. So if you're looking for hyper-growth and some support to assure you stay there, get there and stay there. If you're looking for some CEO, president of company help and support that was made just for you, if you want to be a lot less lonely and have a little club of getting solution dynamics, you can't do it in a day. You can't do it in 2 days. You've got to commit to come in on a Tuesday and be there for Saturday. When you do, I think you'll rocket out of this. Use it. Use your lifetime membership. You pay once, you come back for the rest of your life. And I tell you, I don't know a value equation that gives you more dollar for dollar than the CO Space lifetime membership at a president of a company level. Come into the club that was made by presidents at lead companies just like you, and from fortune companies to mid-range and development space companies that have been really successful. Come up and ramp up with CO Space. You deserve it. I'm glad this message found you. We helped engineer out the secret, and our stars of the secret are faculty members. And I have to tell you, from Bob Proctor to John Astronaut to Lisa Nichols to Jack Canfield to all the stars of the secret, we don't believe they're accidents. We believe everything comes in your life at the right time when you need it and it's appropriate for you. So I'm suggesting this is your time. And CO Space found you with no accident at all. And I hope this short tape gets you curious, and you'll go to cospace.net and take a look when you have time with a beverage to just look at a video or two, and you'll see what we do. And I do equate. It's the love boat for the wallet. It's like a cruise. You have so much fun you can't stand it. And you're making lots of money every day you're on board. And so it's about making money, and we won't waste your time. We'll make sure you do, and we guarantee it. So I'm Berny Dohrmann, chairman and founder, and I approve this message just for you. Happy New Year. This is your year. It's going to be a big, prosperous year for us both. Let's make hay in the sunshine while we have the good years. This is the best in 5 to thrive, and it's your turn now. Time to be current. Let's get that currency in the super change market and lead out front. It's your destiny.